Hello, Ashiq.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Ashiq, give me a moment. 1 second. Let me pull out your resume.
Sure, sure, please.
Okay, Muhammad Ashiq, I got your resume. So we can start, right?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay, okay. Can you give me a brief introduction about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Muhammad Ashiq, basically I'm from Kerala. So now I'm residing in Bangalore, Whitefield. So initially I joined as an NOC engineer, so my current company, and so then I moved on to DevOps. So when I come to the NOC team, like my initial day, I was doing like a small kind of monitoring and I was doing small kind of troubleshooting as well over there. So then in DevOps part, actually I have a good experience like Kubernetes, Docker, and Docker Swarm, and Terraform, Ansible, and CE/CD like Jenkins and all. I have a good experience. So when I come to AWS part again, so I have a good experience and I have a good knowledge in what is a VPC and a virtual private cloud, and what is a EC2, and what is a ECS, EKS, and as well as load balancer, auto scaling, and everything. Like I know how to create a resilient and how like a highly secure, highly resilient and highly available application in AWS cloud. So when it comes to Azure also, I have a good experience and have a good exposure over there. Yes.
Oh, perfect. That's great. It's fine. Ashiq, let me get some more idea. How you are attending this interview from mobile, laptop? What kind of device?
Laptop only, my laptop only.
Laptop. Okay, okay. So, are you working at the moment, or you already there is no issue for sharing your desktop? Is that
No,
okay for
so this is my
uh,
personal laptop only, not at all a
laptop?
company.
So, okay. Can before I start, can you please share your screen and show me
Sure,
what are the things that?
sure, I'll do that.
Oh,
So can you see now? I already scared. I hope you can see now, right?
it's loading. Fine. It's loaded. Okay, okay. So can you close this unwanted, I
Yeah,
mean,
sure,
any tabs or anything?
sure, sure. Oh my god. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
By mistake, and actually, I just hang on this call. I'm so sorry.
Uh, no issues, no issues. I thought you are, I mean, closing this application. So.
Exactly. Actually, I
Yeah.
was just clicking on hide button, but actually by mistake, and I
Uh,
clicked on that red button. That's what the issue.
okay, okay. I mean, the WhatsApp, I mean, other tabs, can you close? I mean, make it only for, yeah, and the go incognito windows and other.
Sure, sure, sure.
Yeah. I mean, there is some incognito. No, no, no.
No, nothing, nothing.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, okay. No, no. Why I am asking, there is, a lot of other GPT, everything is there. So people are using that because of that.
Got it, got it, got it.
So please don't, yeah, please don't take it in a
Mm.
different way.
And one more thing, sir, like before interview
Yeah.
starting, I'm just telling so if you don't mind, can you please leave at 3:30 because actually I have another meeting.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay, sure, sure, sure. Okay, that's good,
HR
good
actually
to
she
let
told
me know.
3 to 4, but due to some reason actually I can only continue till 3:30 because there are some other client
Mm-hmm.
meeting actually we have.
Okay, fine. So then we can make it very
Because
quick.
actually my company is nearby only. I came to my like from PG, so now I'm attending from my PG only. So I cannot attend the interview from company. That's the problem. Yes.
Okay, 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 fine. So in what are the web servers you are familiar with?
Like Nginx, Apache, IAS, and
Uh,
Tomcat, and JBoss. JBoss actually I work a little bit, but I have a small
mhm.
exposure over there.
Okay, fine. And database servers?
Database servers, MariaDB and MySQL and PG admin, that and all I worked.
Which one? PG admin.
PG by using like a Postgres, like by using PG admin.
Okay, so PostgreSQL. Okay, any other no SQLs?
No skills like MongoDB actually was tried to create, but not in
Or
company.
only for creating,
In
right?
company actually we have many application like in some of the application they use in MongoDB, and actually we don't
Okay.
have any graphical user interface for that. Actually for the developer actually they have access as well.
Yeah, that's fine. But from your side, what are the? I mean, you configured something, right? An endpoint configuration that you have done.
No, that see actually initially I was doing that like when I was a NOC engineer. Like see for example, if MongoDB is not able to access from like developers, actually we have to restart or actually we have to like flush the like database once again. So that we have to do, like that kind of small
Mhm.
activity at that time actually we were doing.
Okay. And scripting language?
Scripting like Bash and Python. Now I'm learning that. See, if I'm getting any
Okay.
source, I can do that. But like from mind, that would be a bit difficult because I'm not familiar with
Okay,
that.
okay.
Yes, I know the
Okay,
logic.
and what are the cloud platform?
Cloud, AWS, and Azure. I have.
AWS and Azure. Okay, and the configuration management?
Like Ansible, I have good experience. Ansible. Hello.
Yeah, 1 second. And CI/CD?
CCD,
Terraform you don't
Jenkins,
have, right?
Terraform. I know.
Terraform.
Terraform. I know.
And
Yes.
okay, Terraform and Ansible. Okay, CI/CD.
CCD like Jenkins, I have.
Okay, in AWS.
AWS like code pipeline I have used for an internal project, not for the company project. Myself, I done like a small kind
Uh-huh.
of project here.
Okay, and microservices. Docker.
Microservices, ECS, CKS, then Google like a proprietary Kubernetes and Docker Swarm and that and all that.
Okay, ACS and orchestration.
EKS I know and Docker Swarm I know and Mesos and like OpenShift. Now I'm trying to learn that as well. See, actually, I don't have any work with OpenShift and Mesos, but even though actually I'm just creating some Django idea on it. That's what.
Okay, and what about the certifications? You have any?
No, see, from company actually they provide a certification and all, but actually first I have to take the certification first, then only I can redeem. So then I thought actually why should I pay amount first? Because like, see, so already have a knowledge, so I could have compensated
No,
that.
no, no. I am asking. You have any certifications at the moment?
No, as of now I don't have anything.
But you are trying, right?
Correct, correct.
Yeah, understood. Okay. That's pretty cool details. In Nginx, what is a proxy pass?
Proxy pass like that word I don't know what is a proxy pass and all. I
Yeah,
actually I
yeah.
created by using like load balancer and as well as uh, Nginx like a reverse proxy that and all I done.
But in okay, reverse proxy. Okay, in reverse proxy you use that.
Uh,
So if suppose I want to add some SSL encryption inside the Nginx, so how can I do that?
So that we can achieve by using certbot. Actually, certbot is a provider. So by using certbot, the first thing actually, so we need a domain name. So if we don't have a domain name, we cannot do that. If you have a domain name, so like so we can first install Snapd. So once we install Snapd, then we can install certbot over there. Then after we can specify like certbot space minus minus Apache or Nginx whatever it can be minus D. Then domain name we can specify over there, and automatically it will install. And when it renew, automatically we can specify minus minus dry run the time as well. So automatically it will renew when it expires.
What is dry run?
So that
So
is
setbot or something else? You are
set
talking about
no
or let's encrypt.
certbot
What is the
only.
difference? Okay, what is the difference between certbot and let's encrypt?
Let's encrypt. I think so. There is a different vendor only, but like certbot I used, I have a like personal experience on it in certbot.
But the certbot is getting the issuer is who is the certificate issuer?
Oh, that I don't know. Like CS,
But
right?
you need to have that let's encrypt as well, right?
See, like without a verify, without getting the signing, actually we will not get the logpad icon. So I think that is already verified by someone. I don't know actually which is the provider. Like that I don't know, but it's already verified. So we don't need to take much effort on that. Simply
So
actually we
okay,
can achieve it.
so you configure, right?
Correct,
Yeah,
correct. I configure.
okay. In Apache, what is an MPM?
Sorry?
MPM. MPM. You heard about MPM, something like that.
No, no.
Worker precore. Worker and precore.
That I'm not sure about that. I
No,
didn't.
no, no. That is not required actually. Uh, eh, so can you give me a particular scenario and project scenario currently you are doing it? So I just want to know the Git workflows and DevOps practices which is implemented. Can you please give me some idea for a project?
Sure, sure. So currently, actually, we using one book publishing application over here. The client from actually is the UK, and so we have a two region. One is Northern Virginia, another one is the Ireland region. So Northern Virginia region actually currently we using. So the architecture, like actually we have a load balancer. On top of a load balancer, actually be managing all DNS and all by using Cloudflare. So then after we have a proxy server. Proxy server there we using actually Apache only. So from the proxy server, the connection that is coming to the JBoss server. So JBoss actually be using as an application server. And we have a two JBoss server. One is for ETL, another one is for like a client they can access. And this JBoss server that is connected with a database and as well as one EFS. Because so since it is a book publishing application, actually we have a lot of PDF and as well as books, images. So we keeping these data on like this EFS only, elastic file storage. And so when it come to other part, like we using like one Drupal server over there. So as I said, actually it's a legacy application. So they were using this application like years ago. So that's what
That's fine. That's fine. But I just want to know the Git workflows and the DevOps practices
so
for the deployment.
Git branch and all actually they're using like they have a master branch, that's a stable branch. So beneath actually they have a developer branch. If there is a new commit, developer has to clone the repository and have to do that. So we have a like a release branch as well.
Okay. So how these deployments are happening actually, that is also I just want to know.
Like
So I
CI/CD only.
see my intention is I just want to know how good is your infrastructure and what are the practices implemented. From your information because this is usual installation and all, but the automation thing I really didn't get that much well. So you want to impress me with some DevOps practices. This is what I am just looking.
See, since it is like a legacy servers, actually now we migrating actually from these application from legacy system like a bare metal to like
yeah. So I understood. So because I just want to know some projects which is implemented in the Kubernetes environment.
Okay, fine.
Maybe you can go with that project.
Same, sir. I'll do that. Okay. See, the deployment part actually we using CI/CD only. So like so as we discussed, like we have a release branch. So first actually we will clone the repository, and once it cloned, then actually we using all Java based applications. So for that actually we using Maven as a builder. So once it built, then it will create. We have a Docker file over there, and it will create a Docker like a Docker image for that. So once it done, then it will push that image into ECR repository. So from ECR repository actually we have a scanner. So by using this scanner, so we will check whether image is vulnerable or not. So we will check the security inspection over there. So once it then like so if the security inspection, like if it is a critical, we will delete the image. So we will just intimate our developer again. So if the vulnerability that is very less, like below medium, so then we will go ahead, so without any restrictions. So once it done, so then we have another pipeline. So like because actually we keeping all the Kubernetes manifest file in a different repositories in branch. So so first what it gonna do here, so this like a pipeline will be triggered by the first pipeline. So then it will change the manifest file image name. So whatever the current build image, and that is going to change. So by the help of a CD, like Argo CD we using to deploy the file over there. So that is going to deploy the file, yes. And we using over the canary deployment. I'm not sure about like so previously they were using blue green as well, but now they're using canary deployment over there.
Okay. So what type of scanner you are used to integrate it with this process?
So that's what I'm telling. I'm not sure about that, but they're using canary deployment. Previously they were using like,
no, I'm asking about the scanner. You said some Docker image scanner.
So that is by default. By default, that is available in like ECR itself. So we only need to like give a permission. Then after we can use AWS CLI command that we can use and we can find it out.
No, there is something else because it's a production environment. We need to do some proprietary or something else, right? The Docker image scanning.
So no, we don't need to do anything externally. So we already, the option is available over there. Either we can scan manually, so we can just click on that button, or else we can use AWS CLI. So we need to download the AWS CLI on the particular server. So we have to authenticate by using IAM role, or else we can specify the keys over there. Then after we can pass that command over there. So for that, actually, we created a script, and the script actually do the work for us.
But this Docker scanning is not um, by the AWS, right? It's maybe internal Docker level,
No, no, no,
or
no.
maybe we need.
No, not exactly. Actually, we were doing like by using ECR only. So in ECR itself, we have an option. Whatever the image is holding in ECR, so ECR only can scan that. So then
Okay,
they can
okay, okay.
validate whether it is a vulnerable or not vulnerable. So they can modify that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, Fine. So how this Kubernetes level deployment is happening, that I didn't get.
Kubernetes, I'm telling, like they're using Argo CD over there for the deployment. So once it then the first
Mm-hmm.
pipeline, so they will build the Docker file and all, and once the images are built, they will push to ECR. So the image is non-vulnerable, then they will trigger the second pipeline. So then
Fine.
second
Okay.
pipeline.
Okay, fine. That's understood. What is the difference between the services within, the different services in Kubernetes?
So the first in Kubernetes actually totally we have a 4 plus 5 services. The first one is we have a load balancer, so we can
Okay,
create
fine,
a
fine. Okay, okay, good. What is a headless service?
headless service. Actually, we can access the service without any proxy. For example, so we can create a stateful set, and the for stateful set we will be have a like the persistent name. So we can access the particular application or like the port without any proxy. So we don't need to create a service in between.
Okay. What are the security measures maybe we can implement it in the Kubernetes?
So like the first thing is be authentication and authorization. So when it comes to
Mhm,
authentication, we can use like tokens, or we can use service accounts, or we can use LDAP. So these are all we can
mhm,
use over there, as well as we can create a TLS certificates between the ingress and the port. So when they're
mhm,
communicating, the encryption will be happen over there. So one as well as
mhm,
authorization, we can use like service account again and role binding or cluster role binding, or like we can create the role in a namespace or cluster that we can define over there.
mhm. So what is a daemon set?
Diamond set basically that is going to ensure so one port will be there in at least one node. In the sense one port.
Okay. What in Terraform? What is how you are doing this key management system?
So that we using like HashiCorp Vault actually be using over there. We connecting that.
Mm-hmm.
So we secure.
So how? Okay, go ahead.
So actually we keeping like all our secrets key in over there, because actually when we push in this Terraform code into VCS, so because that is a plain text over there, right? Anybody can access like a
Mhm.
GitHub and they can access to the particular application, because we keeping all the
Sorry. Yeah.
okay, okay, no issue. Because we keeping like the passwords, and maybe we'll be have like server IP address and like some kind of sensitive information over there. So we keeping
Okay.
like HashiCorp Vault over there.
So okay, fine. What is the state file locking in Terraform? You
State
have
file
anything?
locking in the sense like consider we have 3 developers. So maybe the 3 developers they will try to access the state file, or they will try to
Yeah. Okay. Fine. What is the maybe some some we are using some plugins in the Terraform uh, code. So in some case, some point I just want to upgrade this plugins. How can I do that?
So we can use Terraform init minus upgrade. We can use to upgrade that.
I mean the plugins inside the module, plugins inside the Terraform code.
Like see when we using Terraform in it, so like which provider actually be given over there, automatically all plugins will be downloaded. For example, if I'm using AWS provider or like GCP provider, so that is going to install all plugins and dependency files and versions, everything is going to install. So if any time we want to upgrade that, then we can specify like a Terraform init, then space minus upgrade. As far as I know that, I don't know externally any they using.
Uh, what is in Amazon? What is a light say?
Lightsay basically that also computation service same as a EC2 machine, but that can use small level organization with a fixed cost.
Mhm. What is a transcoder? Elastic transcoder.
I didn't heard about that. I didn't work as well.
In AWS, you have done some auto scaling, right? In AWS.
Correct.
So can you tell me some important things that we must include in the auto scaling part?
So we
Can
have
you
to
say
set
something?
up the minimum and maximum, and as well as desired value that we have to manually we have to select, and as well as we have like a different kind of scaling policies. We have dynamic, manual, and we have like when it comes to dynamic policy, we have a target tracking. We
What
have
is a
a
target? Yeah, target group or something.
target group actually that is basically come under load balancer, not in auto scaling. I think so.
Okay.
So
So have you ever integrated this with auto scaling?
sure. Sure.
And yeah, some suppose there are two servers. Actually, this is classical load balancing. Some load balancer is there, and
Okay.
one web server 1 and web server 2 is there,
Okay.
and um, uh, the users are complaining sometimes. This is logged out automatically.
Okay.
This is what
Application.
they are getting. So, what would be the problem then?
Okay. Okay. I got it. Like so, we can set the ideal time. Actually, we can increase over there.
Mhm. So,
So
any
we
stickiness or something we can add in the load balancer
stickiness
side?
also we can set, but yeah, yeah. So that also we can set definitely because actually we have a like a three types of algorithm. We have like we have a round robin, and as well as we have a weighted, and as well as we can set like stickiness as well. So suppose if we want to stick on one server for a particular time, for example,
So
10 minutes,
okay,
10.
okay, okay. And what in VPC? If suppose we are saying we have some issues with the VPC log monitoring, so what sort of log we can? It is visible in the AWS side.
Like from AWS side, we have a VPC flow log, so we can push that VPC
Okay,
flow
okay,
log
okay,
in
okay. What is a WAF in AWS?
web
WAF.
application firewall. That is seventh layer application layer
Yeah. So
firewall.
have you ever configured like that? Anything with
What
your project?
is for my internal purpose I done for company I
Uh,
didn't, but actually be using that way forward.
so is it possible to integrate a CloudFront with the WAF?
Yeah, that we can do because actually we have we can only integrate WAF with the load balancer. I think CloudFront, and as well as we have API gateway, and we have a
Okay,
Cognito.
okay, fine, fine. What is the difference? What is actually it is? What is RTO and RPO?
RTO is like a recovery time objective and a recovery point objective. So like so the
Hmm.
company will be have some kind of SLA, like how long actually the company can lose the data, and as well as if it
Yeah,
is if it
fine,
is
fine, fine, fine. Okay, okay, okay. That's fine. Okay. So okay for you 326 now. So you have anything? I'm okay done with my interview. So you have anything to ask?
actually 3:30 actually have a meeting, but till 3
Uh,
3:30 I will be free, no issue.
Okay, fine. That's it's okay from my side.
Okay.
We can wind up the meeting.
Thank you for the short notice.
Mm.
Thank you so much.
So uh, you working which company actually?
6D
This
Technologies. Current company 6D Technologies.
60. Okay, okay. 2010 to okay.
Yes.
And BTech you just completed only BTech in 2019, and
Correct, correct.
after that, this is your first company,
First
right?
company, first company. I don't have any back
Mm.
gap and all. Like one side and BTech graduation. So before coming a result, actually came to Bangalore because my uncle actually they well settled in
From where
Bangalore.
you completed your BTech?
BTech like from Kerala only, Kerala.
Which college?
Like Cochin College, like that is located in Malappuram only, Malappuram like Perinthalmanna that vicinity.
Oh, okay. So you don't have any backlog or anything, right?
No, no, I had a backlog that everything I completed.
Mm-hmm. A backlog, not an issue, but just asked.
No, no. See, I
Uh,
had backlog. The problem is actually no. Like in some companies, actually they mandatorily have to complete. Even if I have one week
so
backlog,
okay,
actually
okay.
they know.
And in your project, the log monitoring, which what sort of system you are using? Log
Datadog.
monitoring.
In NOC team actually they're using Datadog. When it comes to DevOps
Uh,
team, they're using Grafana, Prometheus, and ELK. ELK for like logging, and Grafana and Prometheus for like monitoring, and that is for
so
logging.
you know how to integrate all these things, right?
Like that I don't know, but at least I can do that. I have some kind of experience
Mm-hmm.
on it.
But in with the infrastructure here we are managing. We are participating. The sales team will come with a particular client requirement, and
Okay.
we need to participate for the client. First initial level talk, maybe it's with the top level management, and after that we need to talk with the architect level developers or someone from the technical team will be there. We need to get all these details, and from there after that we need to draw a architectural diagram for them. So that's what from below, from zero to is I mean A to Z we need to do from our own side. We
Okay.
need to decide what sort of infrastructure actually they are good for them. Is it monolithic? Then we need to consider like that. Or it's in Dockerization, is it good for them? All these things we need to calculate, and we need to specify for them which cloud environment they actually require. All these things we need to provide, and we need to provide an architectural diagram itself. Maybe
Got it.
as you said, it's a resilient and also it's a high available environment.
Got it. Got it.
And
Got it.
yeah, this is how actually we are doing it. So maybe every 3 months or 6 months we'll get
Hmm. Hello.
different cloud plug. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, sir.
Uh-huh. So yeah, this is actually we are so this is something like some challenges will be there, but yeah,
But sir, like, see,
maybe
if
you
I'm
need to.
getting
It's not like.
if I'm getting time, so definitely I can learn it. Like, see, I'm not asking like a 1 month or 2 months. So only 1 week. See, within 1 week, actually, I can acquire whatever you want. Like, see, even if I don't know any language, for example, .NET or C hash, whatever it can be, I can learn within 1 week. But I need that 1 week
So
adequate.
you have any experience with Windows deployment? You have any
like
experience with
like like I,
Windows?
I like I have a good experience to create a backup and as well as to create a site to site recovery, that and all I know, like because I'm working like that kind of as well, take a backup by using Mars agent, and as well as create a load balancer to create a backup, to create a service, that and all I know, to create.
No, no, no. I'm asking about some applications that which is need to be Windows application, maybe a .NET level applications, which we need to put
uh,
it in the Kubernetes.
uh.
So you know how to do that
So
architecture
see,
level.
that's what I'm telling you. If you give me 1 day time, so at least I can refer and I can do that. But at least you have to give the time. That's what. Hello.
Hello, come again, come
Yeah,
again. I
yes.
didn't.
That's what I'm telling. Like at least I required 1 day time because see, like in current company actually I'm don't no doing any like this kind of activity like deployment of like .NET and all. But if I'm getting time, so first I have to find the dependency because if I'm deploying .NET, first I have to compile the code into the file like .NET file. Then I have to change what are the dependency I required. I need to create a Docker file. Then I need to deploy into the Kubernetes. So I need to check that, right? So before I need some time. That's what 1 day or 2 day. That is enough. Yes, and you can see that actually this and all I only created this architecture diagram now. Hello.
1 second.
Sure.
So this is actually. Can you explain me
Sure,
what
sure,
is
sure.
this?
Nothing actually, just created an architecture for like a small application. Okay. So nothing actually, we have a transit gateway over here, and this is my data center or on-premise, and this is my staging VPC. So in this VPC, actually, I have an internet gateway, but in this VPC, I don't have any internet gateway. So here I will allocate all my application servers and database. So, but I don't have any internet gateway and NAT gateway, but I will get internet from this particular VPC by the help of endpoint. Okay. And this is my transit gateway. This is my security VPC. Whatever the connection I'm getting to my VPC, first it will come to my security VPC. So same as if anybody accessing from data center or on-premise, so first it will come to my security VPC, and here I'm using microtrend or Palo Alto or Fortinet gateway I can use, and here I integrated AWS gateway load balancer. That's it. Very simple architecture and very highly resilient and highly scalable.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So then we can wind up this code.
Sure, sure.
Maybe I will because some the interviews is good, fine, but some the screen sharing is fine, but they will say maybe they want to check some what it's are you able to come on office and attend an interview? Is it possible? Are you coming?
See, currently the thing is that currently I'm staying in Bangalore and already I'm holding
You are
3 months.
Malayali, right? You are Malayali, right?
Exactly, 100%.
അല്ല ഈ ആർക്കിടെക്ചർ നിങ്ങൾ ഇതിനു വേണ്ടി ചുമ്മാ ചെയ്തതാണോ?
അതായത് ഇത് കമ്പനിയിൽ ഞങ്ങൾ പുതിയൊരു ആർക്കിടെക്ചർ ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്, അതിന് വേണ്ടി ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്തത്. ഓൾറെഡി ഞാൻ 3 ഓഫർ ലെറ്റർ ഹോൾഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ എവിടെ പോകണം എന്ന് ആലോചിച്ച് നിൽക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ എന്താണെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ഇപ്പോൾ ഇവിടുന്ന് വരുന്നതിലല്ല പ്രശ്നം, കാരണം ഇവിടുന്ന് ഇപ്പോൾ റിലീവ് ചെയ്യാൻ തന്നെ എനിക്ക് ഒരാഴ്ച മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ഒരാഴ്ച മാർച്ച് 13 റിലീവ് ചെയ്യും. അപ്പോൾ അതിന് മുമ്പ് ഞാൻ ഓൾറെഡി 3-4 ലീവ് എടുത്തു. പ്രശ്നം എന്താണെന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഞാൻ ഇനി ഇവിടെ ഈ ലീവ് എടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ വീണ്ടും ഞാൻ എക്സ്റ്റെൻഡ് ചെയ്യും. ഓൾറെഡി ഒരു കമ്പനിയിൽ കിട്ടി, 3 കമ്പനി കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. 2 മധ്യപ്രദേശും, 1 ഗുരുഗാനും മധ്യപ്രദേശും, 1 ഇവിടെ ബാംഗ്ലൂർ തന്നെ. അപ്പോൾ ഞാനിപ്പോൾ ആ ഒരു കൺഫ്യൂഷനിൽ എങ്ങോട്ട് പോകണം എന്നുള്ളത്. നല്ലൊരു ഓപ്പർച്യൂണിറ്റി കൊച്ചിയിൽ കിട്ടുകയാണെങ്കിൽ അങ്ങോട്ട് വരാൻ പ്രശ്നമില്ല. അതെ, കുഴപ്പമില്ല. എന്തായാലും ചോദിച്ചിട്ട് കാരണം
ഞാനത് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് അറിയിക്കാം കേട്ടോ.
ശരി ശരി ശരി, താങ്ക് യു സോ മച്ച്.
താങ്ക് യു. ആഷിഖ് അല്ലേ? മുഹമ്മദ് ആഷിഖ് എന്നാ? ആഷിഖ് എന്നാണോ?
മുഹമ്മദ് ആഷിഖ് എന്നാണ്. ഫസ്റ്റ് നെയിം മുഹമ്മദ്, ലാസ്റ്റ് നെയിം ആഷിഖ്.
ആഷിഖ്. ഓക്കെ. മലപ്പുറത്ത് നിന്നല്ലേ? എവിടെ?
മലപ്പുറം പെരിന്തൽമണ്ണ.
പെരിന്തൽമണ്ണ. ഓക്കെ. നമ്മളെ ഓഫീസ് കൊച്ചിയിലാണ്.
അതെ, ഞാനതാ പറഞ്ഞത്. എനിക്കൊരു ഓപ്പർച്യൂണിറ്റി കൊച്ചിയിൽ കിട്ടുകയാണെങ്കിൽ വെരി പ്ലഷർ ടു കം ഓവർ. നോട്ട് അറ്റ് ഓൾ എ പ്രോബ്ലം.
Okay, Ashiq. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.